Long time no see. Good to see you, brethren. Good to see you. Good Samaritan. How you doing today? It's been a long time, ain't it? Life has changed a lot over the past month, literally. I bet you've been through a lot of trauma. You have a lot of pain built up, a lot of anger, a lot of frustration. And you really want to just change your life. You want to become the best version of yourself. You want to be successful. In order to do that, what you must do is you must let go. You must let go of whatever serves you no purpose, of what is limiting you, what is stopping you from becoming that version of yourself. You got to let go. So it's safe to say that as soon as you let go of whatever this is, you're free. You are spiritually free. You are forgiven for all of the mistakes that you've made. You are forgiven for all of your past trauma. It doesn't even matter anymore. It's okay because you are a new version of yourself. You are different. As you may have noticed, I cut my hair. Like, my hair is completely bald. I basically wanted to go to a sort of military cut. Just cut my hair down. Start fresh, start new. Go back to the waves. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I ain't gonna lie, the locks, at least that set that I had, that wasn't it. Now the other one, and I wasn't on YouTube back then when I had my full set, but this one was just like a high top fade. Oh no, please, if you start locks, don't do a high top fade. But I cut my locks, not because I had something like not because there's a problem with locks. I don't like having locks or anything. It's just because I wanted to let go. I wanted to start over. And whether you believe it or not, I think that locks carry energy. They really do. And just like hair in general. So when I cut my hair, that was basically a symbolization. That basically symbolized me starting over, starting fresh, becoming a new version of myself. And just maybe that's why you may feel stagnant sometimes. I've had so many challenging thoughts because sometimes you'll think you know exactly what you want to do with your life. And when you are trying to improve, when you are trying to change and become different, when you don't want to be like everybody else, when you're working towards something great, you're going to deal with things such as 1 minute you're going to think you want to do this, the next minute you think you want to do this or that or whatever. And people are kind of going to look at you and think you are like unstable. You don't really know what you want. But the truth is, you care about yourself. That's a good thing. If that means you're not stagnant. You don't want to stay in one place and not progress and move up in life. You're not stagnant. People will look at you as if you don't really know what you want to do with your life. When you actually do want to know what you actually do know what you want to do with your life, but you're trying to find your way through life. You're trying to find guidance. You're trying to find your true direction and your true purpose. You're trying to find out what works best for you to get you where you want to be. I never once done something like if what I'm doing, if it's not going to help me get to where I want to be, like it doesn't matter. Like recording this YouTube video, if I didn't feel like it was going to help me get somewhere, or if it was going to help other people, I wouldn't be doing it. If I was in a relationship and it felt like that relationship was causing me to be stagnant, causing me to move backwards in life, then I wouldn't be in it. So you got to be real careful about the decisions you make and the path that you take, because that has a huge effect on where you end up. A lot of people think I personally, 100%, if you don't want to do the same thing, like you'd be like, oh, I want to be an astronaut. You you want to climb trees for a living, whatever you want to do, right? You're probably not going to want to do that same thing forever. I think it's very masculine to you have a certain set of things in the same area that you want to do. So let's say you want to go into the trades. You want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do this. You have to do one at a time and keep progressing towards it and build upon it, stuff like that. Just build upon it. But as far as doing the same thing, like the same plain Jane place or job that you work at, or, just staying in the same place, living in the same place forever, or, that, no, I don't think that's healthy at all. I think that's just like something that is programmed for you to think. You're supposed to think that. But in reality, if you don't think that you're supposed to be doing the same exact thing for the rest of your life and call it your profession, you are not weird we're actually different. People who want to do the exact same thing for the rest of their life, I don't know. I couldn't live that way. I couldn't do that. I feel because here's the reason why doing the same thing for the rest of your life will not work. It's not masculine, honestly. You're not progressing, you're stagnant. Because as humans, we change and evolve every single day. So my opinion yesterday might not be the same as today, because I was a different person than I was yesterday. I surely bet I look like I'm a different person now. You got to do what serves you. You got to do everything and think about the future. Think about where you're going to end up. That's truly, truly, truly how you will become successful. Yeah, sometimes I have these moments where I was about to say something and then I forget. You ever have these moments when you're having a conversation with one of your friends or whatever, you're on the phone, right? And you literally forget what you were going to say. And you say, what was I going to say? I literally forgot. And I have that happen a lot. Where it just, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to do the same thing for the rest of your life. I have a very sharp plan in place. I'm not going to speak about it, right? I'm just going to execute. I've done a lot of talking about what I'm going to do. Instead of just talking, you should just do it. Instead of just telling people about it, just do it, Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Like Nike, just do it, I've decided to get off of social media. I haven't been on social media in about almost a week now. And honestly, I'm really enjoying it. It's really great to have another perspective when you get off of social media, you're not constantly comparing yourself to other people. First of all, social media just teaches you, it trains your brain to compare yourself to other people and be envious of them. When you hear about people or you see them doing better than you, or you perceive it that way. That's what social media does. So when you get off of social media, you become more present in real life. Don't you remember when you were you were a kid, you were a child or something like that, and you walked outside and you felt that fresh breeze, that morning air? When's the last time you even remember that? When's the last time you felt that? I bet you if you get off social media and you stay off of there for like 3 months, and that's why a lot of people's mental health is all jacked up now. That's why mental health is like on the decline, because we're on social media scrolling, drinking alcohol, smoking. Like, I don't care what nobody says. That stuff, tanks your mental health. Junk food, all that stuff, like diet, it literally messes up your mental health. And let me just say this, like, ever since I've been off of social media, I felt a lot better. You know, when you're on social media too much, when you feel like your own life is boring, like a lot of people feel like their own life is boring. No, your life is not boring. It's just that you see it as boring because you're comparing yourself to a perspective of other people's lives. So you think your life sucks because of that. When you get off of social media, you begin to just you begin to just think about yourself. This is my life. I'm going to make my own decisions. I'm going to do what's best for me. And you're not really worried about what everyone on social media or what everybody else thinks, what everybody, like, you just do what you do. You just do what you got to do. And you don't even worry about it. But all that's a topic for another time, another story. But just to say, if you are thinking about cutting off your locks or cutting your hair, and the reason is that you want to start fresh, you want to become a new version of yourself, do it. Do it. You have my blessing. You have my blessing to cut your hair off. This is the only time I'd ever tell you to cut your hair. This is the only time. That's just the only time. Oh, I think I remember what I was going to say before I started rambling. It was something along the lines of letting go. So, my experience with cutting my locks off, I don't regret it at all. I do not regret it. Not one bit. Because guess what? It grows back. It'll grow back. You are not your hair. You are not your locks. That does not define who you are. So as a result, you can't, if you feel sad, I mean, you are going to get, you probably might be a bit emotionally attached to your hair. And that's, most people get attached to their hair. You cut your hair, you're going to feel some type of way. But we all need to get to the point where we're not emotionally attached to our hair. To the point where you can cut your hair, or you can change up your style, and you'll be just fine. You detach from the flesh. You detach from the physical and be comfortable with who you are. See, you don't want to be afraid or do something out of guilt. You do it because you love what you are doing. You do it out of hope, courage. So when I cut my hair, now I'm not going to lie, at first, like, I didn't really regret it necessarily, but when I cut my hair, I was like, what the fuck did I just do? Like, what did I just now do? I literally just cut my locks off. I can't believe I did that. And then it was like, well, you cut them off, so just roll with it. Roll with it. Ain't no going back now. As soon as I cut the first half off, I cut half of it off, and then I was like, oh man, I don't know if I want to do this now, but I can't be walking around with half a head of locks and the other half of waves, so I just had to cut them all off. So I just accepted it. I said, well, I did it. Don't get me wrong, I didn't regret it, not one bit. Like, I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, yeah, I look a whole lot better. I like this a lot better. And of course, my tape line is going back a little bit, but you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. At least it ain't all the way back here, you know. You got to be grateful for the small things. You got to be grateful for, like, what you already have. And man, a lot been going on lately, you know, trying to work through it. I might just post YouTube videos one day a week or something like that, maybe twice, 3 times a week. I'm probably not gonna be posting every day and all that, but you know, I'm only gonna post on YouTube. I'm gonna try to only post on YouTube when I feel like I have something valuable to say, or a valuable experience to share with you. I'm not really just gonna get on here and talk and just say stuff. Make this, a lot of YouTubers like to make YouTube videos just to. I mean, it's clear that a lot of people are only doing this for the money. That's all that they're in it for. They're just doing it, just talk and say stuff and stuff like that. And people that's just talking and say stuff, they don't really last long. When you're doing this for, matter of fact, when you're doing anything for money, when you're doing anything to get monetary value, you're not going to last long at all. You're not going to stay true to what you were doing, because when you find another opportunity that makes you more money, you're going to go with that. So you're not really living a life of purpose. And I get, if I could get on camera and say, yeah, make all the money, just run the bank dry, go ahead, just take all the money, do whatever you want, you know what I'm saying, work 3,000 hours a week and get rich. That's not even possible, but still, you know what I'm saying. I'd be a cool brother if I got on here. Yeah, that's what I said. I'd be cool if I got on here. Everybody would love me if I got on here and said, yeah, get that money. But nah, that's cap. I'm not about to get on here and lie to you and cap to you and tell you that money is gonna make you happy. I mean, money is definitely gonna make your life a hell of a lot easier, for sure. Your life will be a lot easier. But most time people only put money. They just say, go out there and get the bag and make the money. But they almost kind of disregard they overlook everything else, like becoming strong, going to the gym, staying in shape, becoming a great leader so you can be a father, you know what I'm saying? So you can lead your wife and your family, your children and everything. Becoming a good parent, stuff like that. A lot of people just put money on top, like literally on the totem pole at the top. And that's what the Matrix, that's what they want you to think. They want you to think that money is the most important thing. You get money, then everything else will work out. We also forget about social skills, just skills in general towards something. You got to be a good person and stuff like that. When you're a good person, you have good social skills, and you know how to manage your time right, and you have a purpose, and you're working towards something. You discipline. You have something that fulfills you. You're gonna make money from that. That's just how it works. You solve a problem and you make money from it. That's just how it works. A lot of people want to try to, and I've been here before too, when I want to work, basically to be, quote unquote, be busy. Let me just tell you one thing now. Being busy does not necessarily mean you're being productive. You can be very busy, but you can be busy doing nothing, and you're not productive. You're just running in circles over and over again. Now, usually when I make these videos, I try to stay on one subject, but like I said, this is going to be all over the place because I haven't made a video in over a week. I usually make videos every day about one thing, but I'm just really talking about a lot of stuff. But you gotta prioritize your purpose. You gotta figure out what your purpose is and literally work relentlessly towards that purpose. Notice I did not say. See, people with their simple-minded, I'm not trying to make fun of people, I'm sorry. Okay. People are going to hear me when I'm saying this stuff about money and be like, oh, well, he's saying don't work. I didn't say don't work. I never once in a day I said don't work. No. I said you go out here and you do what you got to do. You work on yourself. You get what you need to. You do this. What's driving you should be achieving your purpose, getting towards where you want to be. Like if you want to start your own business, or if you want to become the best version of yourself, whatever you want to do, whatever you feel, whatever is your purpose, you do what you have to do to achieve your purpose. I never said don't work. You work relentlessly towards your purpose, not towards getting rich. That's the difference right there. You work towards your purpose, which will make you rich. If you work towards getting rich, you're not really going to get the best out of life. Yeah, you can pay your way through everything, but I think it's better to have genuine people around you who care about you. Because if anybody's around you just because you have money, or you get married to somebody because they have money or whatever, I mean, okay, I guess that's cool and all, but like when it's all said and done, if that person don't genuinely like you for who you are, you know what I'm saying? That's why the money stuff, like that's what I'm saying about it. If you're not genuinely, because one day you're gonna wake up and say, "Oh, I'm not happy," and then guess what? You're depressed. You've wasted all of your life trying to impress others and live up to this expectation that's been placed upon you, not by your family, not by your friends, but by the propaganda that the agenda that they are putting out here. And I mean, and this is not just with money, it's other things too, There's a lot of agendas and propagandas out here and stuff trying to influence you and make you do a certain thing. So you just have to be wary of that. Be very cautious. Look where you're going. Watch your step. Well, you found this video helpful, you help a brother out, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. My name is Raheem the GOAT, and like I always say, never give up. Your younger self is rooting for you. See you next time.